Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you to the daily PIB analysis video. In the evening, both in Hindi and English medium, these videos come, and in the morning, the Hindu analysis videos, they come. And PDFs you will get on the StudyIQ website, on the blog which is there in the website, and Hindi and English both PDFs are there. And StudyIQ Telegram channel is there, and my Facebook group is there where all these PDFs are daily uploaded. And these pen drive courses, you know the dedication and the reliability of StudyIQ. There is no doubt about that. And apart from the current affair, the data and the analysis and all which are uploaded daily on the YouTube channel, these courses are going to give you success in the examination. Okay, so call on these numbers and ask all of your doubts, and stay at your home and study thoroughly. No need to go to any coachings, or no need to waste your money. Okay, these videos are going to help you in all the possible ways. So thanks a lot. We will discuss with the MCQs that I gave to you yesterday. Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan Yojana. It is not a cash incentive program. It is not, and only the antenatal checkups and all, these are done for the pregnant women. Okay, health insurance scheme is not included as a part of it, and D, none would be the answer of it. The next question regarding the HIV 2017. You see, we have set a target for 2030. 2025 is the target for tuberculosis, TB. Okay, and it is in consonance with the SDGs goal. So that's the thing, and no person can be forced to reveal his identity. That's true, but courts can give this order. So courts are allowed. So D, none would be the answer here. Both are wrong statements. Third, regarding the ASHAs, accredited social health activists, I told you the most important unit at the grassroots level and under the National Health Mission. So third is right. First is also right. Community health activists, these can only be females from the village, not males. Okay, so 1 and 3 is the correct answer here. Now the Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan. This Abhiyan is specifically for the pregnant women. They should visit these hospitals at 9th of every month. Okay, and antenatal care before the birth. Okay, this care is provided free of cost, and it's very important, and quality antenatal checkups and postnatal checkups will also be there. So Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan. Next, intensified diarrhea control fortnight, IDFC, specifically for the diarrhea situation in India, the most horrible situation for the under 5 age kids, and the maximum deaths, they happen because of the diarrhea. Okay, and I told you regarding the rotavirus, major cause of the diarrhea in kids, and the vaccine was developed as Rotavac. Okay, indigenously developed. And you see, July and August every year since 2014, they are going with the aim of zero child death due to childhood diarrhea. So very important goal, and implemented as a campaign, establishing ORS zinc demonstration sites, because these are given to these diarrhea patients, and distribution by ASHAs. Regarding that, I told you everything yesterday. And infants and young child feeding activities are going on, because these both are troubled with these diarrhea situation, and the maximum death happen because of the dehydration caused by diarrhea. Okay, so that is a manageable trouble. Next, Bal Swasthya Karyakram, for screening of the kids. If any kind of birth defect is there, or any disease byborn that is there, and deficiency disease, any kind of development issues are there, then this Bal Swasthya Karyakram is going to help. Next, deworming days. You see, worms are there in some kids because they eat some soil, and also soil bacteria or soil organisms are there. So these are helminthes infections. Okay, so regarding that, albendazole is a main medicine mainly given for these this deworming. Okay, कीड़े मारने के लिए. Next, some programs, adolescent friendly health clinics are established. Weekly iron folic acid supplements, mainly for the anemia, because folic acid is important in reversing the condition of anemia, blood loss, and mainly for the pregnant ladies. More than 60% women in India are anemic during their pregnancy. Next, the adolescent kids, adolescent girls, they are also very anemic, so it's very important for them also. And menstrual hygiene scheme is going on for giving them awareness and all the educations regarding the menstrual hygiene. Next, peer education program is going on, because it is the age of anxiety, and not much these adolescent kids they know. Okay, the age group of 12 to 19 especially. So this is the adolescent age, and from 1000 people, 2 male and 2 female are chosen to aware this particular age group. Next, Mission Parivar Vikas, especially for the family planning, and in these districts where TFR is more than 3. What is TFR? If in the age group of 15 to 49, how many kids any woman give birth to, so that's the average. If she is giving birth to 2 in this age, then that TFR would be 2. If it is 3 and more, then this MPV is working there in those districts. And free drugs and diagnostic services initiatives are going on in the PHCs, primary health centers, community health centers, and district hospitals. This hierarchy I explained to you in the yesterday's lesson, where in 2-3 commandly villages, the PHCs are there, on the block level CHCs are there, in the district level district hospitals are there, and these are the facilities and medicines available. Next, Swachhata Hi Seva. This is going on for the Swachhata in these hospitals and all. Kayakalp scheme was the government hospitals, and it was very effective. So now this NABH, National Accreditation Board for Hospitals and Healthcare, they have decided to consider assessment of healthcare facilities in the private sector. So this will go for the private sector also, okay, the way they evaluated government hospitals, okay. Next program is for the NCDs, importantly NPCDCS, National Program for Prevention and Control, because prevention is very, very important in NCDs. The way disease like cancer, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and stroke, LACWA. Now, these cells are established and clinics are established. Tertiary care hospitals. Tertiary care is very, very important in the disease like cancer, where person is terminally ill and very less hope for his or her survival. Then tertiary care is very, very important. We heard about the tertiary hospitals, AIMS like hospitals, where they are last stop for the treatment. So tertiary care is very, very important here. So 2 national cancer institutes will be set up, one in Jhajjar, Haryana, and one is in Kolkata. They will be set up, national cancer institutes, okay. Apart from that, population based prevention would be there, because people don't go for their testings and all, and the treatment is very costly. So normally in the rural areas and in the backward areas, ASHAs will be very, very important in their diagnosis, screening, and the treatment, okay. So population based prevention will go for these diabetes, hypertension, and the common cancers. Among these common cancers, 3 important cancers: oral cancer in males, and breast and cervical cancer in the females. Remember this. Next, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, very severe disease of lung capacity, okay, when it will develop into cancers and lung cancers and all, okay. Totally obstruction is there in breathing, okay. So apart from this COPD, chronic kidney disease, these 2 are going to be very, very important, and these are fatal diseases, so their management is very crucial. So program is going on for them. Next, multi-sectoral action plan is also going on, where scaling up of number of intervention is going on, whatever we are doing for these diseases, NCDs, okay. And our programs are recognized by United Nations also, because India is a center of all the NCDs, all the communicable disease. India is topping, as I told you, in the maximum number of sensitive areas of tuberculosis, HIV, blind people, Divyang people, and deaf and dumb people. Everywhere India is on the top, okay. Amrit pharmacies, these are going to give affordable medicines in these high profile diseases like cancer and diabetes, because their treatment drugs are very much costly. So these Amrit pharmacies are going to help them, and a lot of people are getting advantage here for the discounted priced drugs, okay, discounted price for the patient. Next, revised National Tuberculosis Control Program. One of the biggest challenge India have right now for the tuberculosis disease, that is MDR-TB, MultiDrug Resistant TB, the issue of antibiotic resistance, ABR. Why? This is a bacterial disease. Mycobacterium tuberculi is the causing factor, and half of the population has this bacteria, but till the time they are healthy, this disease does not develop into active disease. But when their bodies, they become weak, then this actual TB is activated, and the person is TB patient. If that person takes treatment, then it is very high priority that he will be healthy, okay. So more than 95% is the probability that that person would be totally healthy if he is not suffered from any other disease. And what is happening in the poor country like India, where people are not caring about their health, they are living in totally dense cities and in very less space, very high population is living. So this is prime conditions for the TB spreading. So here what these people do, they will take treatment for 2-3 months, they will become healthy and they will leave the treatment, and this course goes for 8 to 9 months on an average. So they will leave the treatment and this TB will be gone for a while, but again it will come back as the MDR TB, multi-drug resistant TB. The person, the drugs that he was taking at first, they will not work now. Now he will have to go for a longer course, very troublesome course, and very high powered drugs will be given to that person. These will be called second line, third line drugs. Okay, so it is going to be a painful phase for that person if he wants to survive. Okay, so second line drugs will be given. So MDR TB is the main issue here. India started TB program in 1962, and then in 1997 DOTS strategy came, direct observe treatment short course. Okay, and it helped a lot. But again, India's people, they did not care, they did not take this strategy totally, and they left treatment in between. Then what happened? MDR TB came. So we started programmatic management of drug resistant TB, PMDT, in 2007, and total coverage of India by 2013. And now the challenge is very huge, but still we are making a national strategic plan for the year 2017 to 25, 8 years. Okay, the global target is more than 2030 year, and they are trying to end this TB disease from the world by 2035 around. Okay, but our goal is for 2025. It's very ambitious goal, nearly impossible, because the situation in the cities is becoming worse and worse. The rapid urbanization and more population in the cities, people living with more poverty and unhygienic conditions. So this national TB strategy is going to be a very big challenge. Treatment success rates have tripled from 25% in the pre-RNTCP age. Means before 1990s it was only curable for 25% population. Now 88% population is curable, and the death rate has come down from 29% to 4%. Okay, and the TB incidence is declining by about 3.3% per year. Okay, so it is declining, but with a very slow pace. And the standard for TB care in India, these are developed. STCI means there should be a universal standard in whole country, that what kind of treatment people are getting, and all the data for the people are is generated on every place, and the total combined program is running in India. Okay, so standards for TB care in India, STCI, is being developed. Since 2012, it is a notifiable disease where government notifies some diseases for the country. Okay, and they are also notifiable in states, because health is the state list issue. Okay, that comes in the state list. Okay, very importantly, and Nikshay program is for the TB patients. Okay, incidences of TB declined by 28%. If we compare the 1990s data, 28% decline in the TB incidence, and 58% decline in the TB deaths, mortality. So mortality is declined more. Now since 2007 we have the great target of MDG, the multi-drug resistant TB. You see, there is an issue of HIV positive people. They are consistently losing their immunity. So most of the HIV patients, they will be suffered by tuberculosis. That happens. Okay, so HIV and TB, it's a very dangerous nexus. Okay, most of the people are mild with TB who are HIV positive. So in these ART centers where antiretroviral drugs are given to HIV patients, okay, for immunity, there this fixed dose combination and ICT based programs are running for the TB patients, and entire country is covered by daily regimen. Daily they are observed, and till date more than 10 lakh patients initially on daily regimen across the country. So this is going on, and this great combination. If you go to the internet, Google, then search for the HIV TB nexus, you will see horrible things there. Okay, it's a very dangerous combination where it becomes nearly impossible for these patients to survive if they don't manage these diseases. Okay, and they don't take drugs on time. Next, as a second line drug, bedaquiline is a new anti-TB drug. You see, as I told you, rifampicin, isoniazid, these drugs are first line drugs. now they are not working in these MDR TB patients. So bedaquiline and delamanid, these are two important drugs which are developed now, and these are working in these MDR patients, MDR TB patients. So very importantly, one more form is there of this TB, XDR TB. If even MDR TB is advanced, then it develops into XDR TB, extensive drug resistant TB. So totally the patient becomes resistant for these drugs, and these bacteria, they are so resistant that ultimately they are going to kill that person. Okay, Nikshay Poshan Yojana is there for the a cash incentive to these TB patients. 500 rupees per month are given to these people so that they can have fruits and all kinds of nutrition that is needed for the TB patients, and that is given. Nikshay Aushadhi program is going on for the drug distribution system for TB patients. Nikshay Aushadhi. So it is implemented across the country. Aushadhi means drugs. Community engagement and multi-stakeholder efforts. You see, RNTCP has been included as the member of joint working group of NACO, National AIDS Corporation Organization, which is the nodal agency for the AIDS planning in India, and the Ministry of Labor. Because what is the issue with these people? These are poor people mainly, and they cannot go out of work for many days. Otherwise, what they will eat? They will be totally devastated. Without working, they cannot earn. So they are mainly daily wage laborers. So the collaboration is done with the Ministry of Labor and the NACO both. And RNTCP has engaged with Department of Post also, so that all the samples, they can be sent through post. And research and development is going on in collaboration with the ICMR, Department of Biotechnology, Science and Technology. These are working together to develop more and more drug lines, so that in future this can be contained and our goals will be achieved by 2025. That is the hope, and efforts are going on for that. Now the vector-borne diseases. Vector-borne diseases are spread by mosquitoes or flies. Makhiya machhar dono ke dwara they are spread. So these are vectors, but these are not causative agents. A real cause for the malaria is protozoa, that is Plasmodium. Okay, Plasmodium vivax, falciparum. Okay, these are the species. Plasmodium malariae. These are the species of this Plasmodium species. Plasmodium organism. It's a single cellular protozoa. It's not bacteria, it's not virus, it's a protozoa. Okay, so malaria is caused by protozoa and spread by female Anopheles mosquito. Okay, so malaria elimination national framework is created, and target is 2030 with the SDG target that we will be eliminating this disease. But we have made a strategic plan also 17 to 22, so that we can eliminate this disease in 2027 year, before the sustainable development goal. Okay, now the dengue and chikungunya, these are also vector-borne disease, and Aedes mosquito spread them, and you see same way these are spread by mosquitoes, but dengue and chikungunya are caused by virus, not bacteria, not protozoa. These are caused by virus, dengue virus and chikungunya virus. Okay, and now the fatality rate is less than 1%, means out of 100 cases, less than 1 people are dying for dengue. National Dengue Day is celebrated all over the country on May 16. So the awareness becomes very strong, and both cases are now declining. Death rates are declining, 36 for dengue and 22 for chikungunya. Japanese encephalitis, one of the most horrible vector-borne disease. You must have heard about the case of Gorakhpur incident, where many kids died because of Japanese encephalitis virus. So it's a viral disease spread by mosquito. Okay, and children from 1 to 15 years, they are mostly affected by this, and mostly they are dying. So vaccination is going on for this age group. Vaccination is also going on for this 15 to 65 age group. Okay, and states have been requested to make JE a notifiable disease. In the center it is notifiable disease, but in the states it is requested. Now the Kala Azar, next disease caused by protozoa. Okay, Leishmania donovani. Okay, and it is also called, this disease is called visceral leishmaniasis, and this is the causative agent, Leishmania donovani, but it is spread by sand fly. Okay, makhi se phailta hai ye. Next, reported deaths are nil in the last 2 years. No case reported in 18 and 17, but still the awareness is going on, and indoor spraying for these sand flies and all. They are always going on, and ashas and all, they are given cash incentive for awareness and programs. Next, Swasthya Suraksha Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana. These are very confusing schemes actually with the similar names, but always try to remember them. Swasthya Suraksha Yojana is for creation of tertiary healthcare. As I told you, the hospitals like AIIMS, which are very much concentrated in the cities like Delhi, where people are flocking from all over the country, but they don't get treatment because too many people are there. It's so crowded. So these AIIMS like hospitals should be there all over the India. So the creation of tertiary healthcare, because tertiary, as I told you, these are the last stop for the ultimate treatment for these diseases like cancer, diabetes and all. So people are getting treatment here. So setting up of new AIIMS all over India and upgradation of existing government medical colleges. These are two components of Swasthya Suraksha Yojana. Okay. 6 new AIIMS were declared in these cities, and two new AIIMS announced for Jharkhand and Gujarat also in 17 and 18 budget year. Next, India has done a lot of MOUs with foreign countries like Jordan, Macedonia, Iran. Okay, and India is a regular participant in these World Health Assembly and Astana Global Conference and Primary Healthcare, the summit which happened in Kazakhstan, Astana. Okay, so India is a regular visitee. Next, India is the interim chair of PMNCH. What is PMNCH? Partnership for Maternal, Neonatal and Child Health, PMNCH. Okay, so India became a chair. Next, these are MCQs. Try them. These are important MCQs, and we'll be practicing with the PIB data. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit Sani.